Hey!
Hey.
I'm glad you came.
Me too.
It's good to see you. I didn't know if you'd want to meet me here for this tonight.
Well, it's not every day someone asks me on a date to attend the wake of one of their family members.
Well, when I heard you were going to be out of town for the next week, I knew I couldn't let a little thing like death get in the way of seeing you again.
Yes, and after our first 2 dates, I knew I wanted to see you again too.
So I guess that makes this our third date.
Yes, it does. So, whose life are we celebrating tonight?
My Uncle Pete.
Were you close to him?
Yeah. He was like a big brother to me, and he was a big brother to my dad.
Well, he looks really happy in that photo. It must have been a good time.
It was. That was his fourth wedding. It was his favorite.
Fourth wedding? How many did he have?
Well, we stopped counting after 5. We assumed that if he brought a new woman home, they were just married.
Wesley, I'm really sorry.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Was your uncle a hopeless romantic?
Yeah, I guess so. He never was really deterred by any of his failed marriages. He always viewed it as another opportunity to get it right.
Wise.
Yeah.
Have you ever been married?
Me? Oh, no. I just want to make sure that when I get married, I get it right the first time. I guess I just don't fall in love as easy as he did, even in these Valentimes.
Valentimes? What are Valentimes?
Yes, Valentimes are the magical days around Valentine's Day where everyone hopes that around every corner, Cupid's arrow might strike them right in their buttocks.
Oh, I get it.
So we are in the Valentimes, which I hope you're enjoying.
I am now.
Hi. Wesley, so sorry for your loss.
Thanks, Sheila.
And who is this young lady with you?
Oh, this is Beverly Scott, and Beverly, this is Sheila, an old family friend.
Hi, Sheila. It's nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
Your nails are gorgeous. Where did you get them done?
Thank you. My sister-in-law Sarah owns a place here in town. It's called Get Nailed. You should definitely go check it out.
Oh, they are top-notch. My sister Providence, every Saturday when she was in college was the same. She'd have a glass of Chardonnay, and she was off to get nailed.
Well, I think you should definitely take Miss Beverly to get nailed.
Sounds like fun to me.
When I get back from my trip, it's a date.
Well, kids, I don't want to linger too long. Wesley, love you.
Love you too.
Beverly, so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you, too. This is a really good turnout. Your uncle had a lot of family and friends that cared about him.
Some family, some friends, some ex-wives, probably some children he never met. Honestly, I'm not sure who many of these people are.
Ex-wives? He's still on good terms with his exes?
Oh, yes, he was a terrible husband, but a fantastic ex-husband. Alimony payments were always on time and double what the court ordered. Any children he might have had, they were left wanting for nothing. Except possibly a relationship with their father.
He sure seemed like a gentleman.
He was.
I am so sorry for making you talk about this. Would you like to talk about something else?
No, I'm sorry for ruining our date by getting all emotional.
You're not ruining our date. If anything, you showing your vulnerable side is endearing, honest, and respectable.
Thank you.
Wesley, I'm sure broken up about Pete. He was my favorite Lockhart.
Mine too.
It's a real pisser that he's gone.
A real pisser.
A real pisser.
Real pisser.
A real pisser. Well, I'll leave you to it. I need to get another drink. Slash it.
Who was that?
I don't know. He might be a distant cousin? Maybe one of my uncle's old business partners? I think his name might be Alvin.
Well, I mean, he clearly loved your uncle.
Yes, and for that, I am thankful. Maybe it was Tim.
Either way.
Coleman! It was Coleman. Coleman was his name.
Well, I'm glad you remember.
Sorry, it was so rude of me.
Not at all.
Please continue. I promise not to yell out some random name while you're talking.
Well, I'm just...
Doris!
Oh,
I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. Please continue.
Stop it, you! What I was trying to say is that you were so lucky because you were surrounded by so much love in this room.
Thank you. You are right. Though I'm pretty sure his name is Coleman.
Well, to Coleman.
To Coleman.
Slash it!
I was meaning to ask you, was there any significance to having the memorial here at this pub?
Yes, he owned this pub. It's one of the many businesses he owned, and he met at least 3 of his wives here, so a lot of history.
I would say so.
I remember Uncle Pete used to sit me down at that table and dish out his life morsels.
Life morsels?
Yeah, it was mostly just goofy stories or dirty jokes inappropriate for a kid to hear. His oddball views, just a lot of stuff to make me laugh.
Well, that sounds fun.
It was. Of course, my parents did not appreciate him pouring me a pint and sitting me down for his fireside chats.
Do you remember any of them?
Yes, there was one after he and my dad had a bit of an argument over whether he should be giving me beers and filling my head with these silly jokes. And he was feeling a bit frisky. He sat me down and he said this.
Wesley, your dad is always coming down on me for giving you a beer or for having one in front of you. Your dad's always told me that I've got a drinking problem, that I have a problem with alcohol. I told him I don't have a problem with alcohol. I have a problem without it. Anyway, drink up, Wesley. You only live once. And like the song says, in heaven, there is no beer.
What a rascal.
Yes, to say the least.
By the way, who's the guy sitting at the table? He doesn't seem so much grieving as he does...
Suspicious of others?
Yeah.
Yes, that's my cousin, Randolph Dansbury. He's more worried about trying to figure out who's here to pay their respects and who's here to steal the family fortune. He does mean well, but he's a bit of a grump.
Family fortune?
Yes, my grandparents came into some money, and when they died, they left it to their children. And my Uncle Pete was very business savvy, and he did the best of their children, turning that money into more money.
Why would he be suspicious? Didn't your Uncle Pete have a will?
I'm sure he did.
Do you think you're in it?
I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. I have enough to live my life, and really, I would happily spend all of it to bring Uncle Pete and both my parents back.
I know what you mean.
Yes, well, Randolph is very concerned about it. He's always been suspicious of anyone outside of our family. He felt that way about all of Uncle Pete's wives.
Well, that would make for interesting family gatherings.
It did. At one of Uncle Pete's weddings, when the officiant asked if anyone had any objections, Randolph actually stood up and let Uncle Pete know it wasn't too late to sign that prenup.
No.
Yes.
In that case, let's toast to happier times and happier people. To your Uncle Pete.
To Uncle Pete.
Slash it!
So we've talked about me all night. What about you?
I'm an only child, and I lost my parents a few years ago.
So you do know what I'm talking about when I say that I would happily spend everything to bring them back. Do you have any family that you are close to?
Not really. After my parents died, my aunts and uncles, well, let's just say it's complicated. And we split over trivial differences.
Were there any other family or friends that you could at least lean on?
Yeah, I have some incredible friends. They were there for me the way my family should have been and the way my parents would have been.
I'm glad you had someone. I'm grateful for everyone in here.
Even Randolph Dansbury.
Yes, even Randolph Dansbury. He has his flaws, but don't we all?
You mentioned earlier you have a sister. Is she here? I would love to meet her.
Ah, Providence. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here. She was on a cruise when we got the news about Uncle Pete. Somewhat ironic since he was lost at sea. But she did make it to a major port today, so that's good news, so she'll be back on her way home tonight.
So what's she like?
She would tell you that she's lavish, extravagant, and overly spoiled. But I would tell you that she's the best sister I could ever ask for. She's caring and warm, loving. She's always looking out for me and always wants to protect me.
I hope I get to meet her soon.
Well, she's supposed to be calling soon, so maybe you will. Providence is calling now. Oh, and it's a FaceTime call.
Yay!
Hi, sis.
Wesley, it's so good to see your face.
You too. I'm so happy you'll be on your way home soon.
How's the evening going? Has anyone gotten hideously drunk and made some off-color joke that Uncle Pete would have loved?
Not yet.
Wait one moment. Who is this gorgeous lady sitting next to you?
Oh, this is Beverly.
Oh, this is Beverly. Well, hello, Beverly. It is wonderful to finally meet the woman that Wesley has had so many wonderful things to say about.
Thanks. Wesley was just telling me about you when you called.
Wesley was just telling you about me? How many dates have you been on? I mean, I would think that I'd be the primary topic of conversation with, I don't know, movies and positions.
This is our third date.
Oh, this is the third date. Okay.
Yep, third date. And he's been nothing short of a gentleman on each one.
That sounds like Wesley. Don't hold it against him. Just give him a few cocktails and he'll loosen up. Show me the room. I want to see who's there. Oh, it's Aunt Gracie. Oh, and Philip. Sheila. Oh, Sheila. When I come back, I need to go to get nailed. Look at that. Oof. Who is that? Is that Kevin? Never mind. Who else? Victor, Raymond, and Randolph Dansbury. It breaks my heart that I can't be there now. Though seeing all of those wonderful people and knowing how much love this world had for Uncle Pete, I'm just glad you could all be there together.
Everyone wishes you were here, Prav.
I'm sorry they're saying that my ride is here to take me to the airport. I hate to have to end our call so soon, but I will see you tomorrow.
I can't wait. See you tomorrow.
She seems so nice.
She is.
My ride service is here. I don't want to leave, but I do have to catch a flight early in the morning.
You have to catch a flight? I just assumed that angels flew wherever they wanted to go. Well, come on. I'll walk you to the car. I think this is your ride right here.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Look, I don't want to be too forward, but this is our third date.
It is.
Well, it's just... I've heard that traditionally... No guts, don't worry, Wesley. I've wanted to do that since you walked in the door tonight.
Me too.
I can't wait to see you.
Well, why don't you just go to sleep then?
Why is that?
'Cause you can see me in your dreams.
Well, then I will be seeing you very soon.
I know that's where I'll be seeing you.
Good night, Beverly Scott.
Good night, Wesley Lockhart, and may you find your heart's desire in these Valentimes.
Wait, if I see her in my dreams, does that count as a fourth date? All right.
Hi. Yes, it went very well. I'd say our plan is in place.
This season on The Heart's Desire. You know, I've really enjoyed my time getting to know Beverly. I feel like I might be falling for her. Every second I'm with her, I just can't stop giggling to myself. I hope she feels the same way. I've fallen pretty hard. I think she feels the same way.
Everything is going perfectly, but is this the right way to do this? Wesley, there's something I need to tell you.
Whatever it is, Beverly, you can tell me. Wesley, I'm afraid your paramour, Miss Beverly Scott, has illicit intentions. Thank you for your veiled concern, but please leave. She's a vile temptress, a succubus, a harlot, with but one goal: our family money. She's a kind, caring woman. You have no idea what you're talking about. She's a gold digger, Wesley. A gold digger. A digger of gold. There's a lot of things about me that she's very interested in. Dear Wesley, she's only interested in one thing in your pants, and that is your wallet. I can assure you that she is interested in me. For me. No. You're way out of line, cousin. I'd watch your mouth. I will not watch my mouth. I do not have a mirror. I've warned you for the last time. You're a fool and a scoundrel. Pick yourself up and leave my house now.
Wesley, did you hear the news?
Providence, what are you talking about?
You must get to Uncle Pete's house right away.
Wesley, this old sea dog's still alive.
Uncle Pete?